Today, we're talking about breaking free from perfectionism and moving forward in progress. Progress is the key word today. And maybe you're looking back over this year and thinking of the things that you didn't accomplish or that you wish would have happened. But I want to encourage you to shift your focus today and celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate the things that you have accomplished by the grace of God. Celebrate the good things that God has done, the miracles, the signs, the wonders. There's something powerful that happens when we begin to thank God and we begin to rejoice in what God is doing and has done. It builds our faith for the future. Instead of looking at others thinking, wow, I wish I was where they were, celebrate what God has done in you, because it will build your faith for the future. The Bible says in Philippians 1:6, it is God who began this good work in you, and it is He that will be faithful to complete it. I want to encourage you today. You may not feel like you're where you want to be, but thank God that you're not where you used to be. Thank God that you're moving forward in faith. You're taking steps of faith. You're progressing, and God is faithful to complete the good work He started in you. I love the example of the Chinese bamboo tree because when you first plant that seed, you don't see anything come up for the first 5 years. And then somewhere in that 5th year, that seed can sprout up to 90 feet in 6 weeks' time. Somebody could come across that bamboo tree and say, wow, that thing just sprouted up overnight. But it didn't. It took time, those 5 years of it being planted, its roots going down deep, it being watered and developed and nourished, for then it to begin to sprout up and burst forth and grow to be over 90 feet. And the same is true in our life. Sometimes things don't happen overnight, but we can celebrate the progress that is happening. I want to encourage you today. The seeds that you're planting today will bring a harvest tomorrow. So don't grow weary in well-doing. Galatians 6:9 says, if we don't grow weary in well-doing, we will see a harvest if we don't give up. So don't give up. Start taking those steps of faith and celebrate your progress along the way. Celebrate your wins. Even if they feel like little wins, celebrate them. Thank God for them because those things are moving you forward in your purpose. You know, as a young girl, I knew God had put a dream in my heart to help children, orphans, to provide housing and clean water and food and help to children that were in other nations, that were hungry, needy, orphaned, abandoned. And as a young girl, I didn't know how to start moving forward in that. But my dad encouraged me, start where you are with what you have and watch God unfold the dream. And so I did. I started in our local church serving, and then I started in our local outreaches, and then I began to go on missions, and I began to continue to go and then lead other people on missions. And then the door opened where my husband and I moved overseas for a period of time and established the work that we have now today, Inspire International, with 32 children's homes and hundreds of water wells being built and church buildings and feeding programs and evangelistic outreaches. And it's a miracle what God has done. And I look back and I think it didn't happen overnight. It took steps of faith and believing God and doing those little things in secret for then God to open up other things. And so I want to encourage you, don't get discouraged in the process that you're in right now. Begin to believe God that the steps that you're taking today will bring forth an amazing harvest in the future. I love the quote by Martin Luther King Jr. He said, faith is taking the first step before you see the whole staircase. And so if we wait for everything to be perfect, we'll never take any steps of faith. We'll never move forward. But if we just begin to take the steps that we know to take, and even steps that we think we're not sure, but if you just step out, you'll find out whether something is God or not. And God will redirect you if it's not. He's so good. He's so faithful. As we're seeking Him first, He can redirect us. He can move us forward into the plan and purpose that He has for our life. So I want to encourage you, don't get discouraged in the process that you're in right now. Celebrate where you are. Celebrate what God has done. Celebrate the wins that you've accomplished this year and believe God for the future, that He is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you ask, hope, dream, or imagine according to the power that is at work in you. Be encouraged today. Keep taking steps of faith and believe that God is faithful to complete the good work He started in you.